Last Man Standing was a hit TV series that, despite being forced to switch networks halfway through its run, lasted 9 seasons and represented a career renaissance of sorts for lead actor Tim Allen. Many have wondered why Last Man Standing came to an end after 9 seasons, and it's become clear why thanks to interviews with the cast. Join Factsverse as the Last Man Standing cast confirms why the show was canceled for good. When Last Man Standing ended its run in May of 2021, it had been on the air for 9 seasons. Few could have predicted what a hit the show would become for lead actor Tim Allen, with the series striking a chord with fans of the actor's previous hit series Home Improvement. However, when Last Man Standing ended its run, it wasn't the first time it had been canceled. Last Man Standing infamously survived being canceled by its home network of ABC in 2017. Thankfully, the show was actually owned by Fox, which produced it. Many speculated it was canceled by ABC as a result of star Tim Allen's longtime outspoken conservatism, though spokespeople for the network claimed this wasn't so. Tim has spoken on occasion that being a conservative actor in Hollywood is akin to being a Jew trying to find work in 1930s Germany. And conservative actress Gina Carano was later fired from the Disney Plus series The Mandalorian for making similar claims. Given that the ABC network is owned by Disney, this could be a precedent. After Last Man Standing was canceled by ABC, Fox came in and gave the show a second chance. It switched networks in 2017 and lasted for another couple seasons on Fox before ending in May of 2021. When asked why ABC had let go of the series, spokespeople claimed the show had become too expensive to produce and was no longer worth the effort. The show was picked up by Fox. The prospect of several more seasons of Last Man Standing may not have seemed all that lucrative to ABC, but Fox felt differently. The show ended up finding a nice home on the network, and the network certainly didn't have any problem with Tim Allen's conservatism as a result of its inherent Fox News affiliation. Some casting changes came alongside the show's switch to Fox, though the show had experienced similar changes before. The series maintained a relatively consistent quality up until its finale, and fans were satisfied with the show's conclusion. Many have wondered why Last Man Standing came to an end after 9 seasons, and it seems the show had simply run its course. There don't seem to have been any bad feelings amongst the cast and crew, and it seems everyone amicably agreed to make the 9th season its last. Because of this, the 9th season took its time to tie up loose ends, which helped it become a hit with fans of the series. There was also the matter that ratings had been dropping slowly but surely over the course of the show's last several seasons, which made the creative staff realize the clock was ticking. Last Man Standing ended with an hour-long series finale that aired on May 20th, 2021. Fans were generally very satisfied with the series' conclusion, though there were a few issues that longtime watchers had. One of these issues was that actress Alexandra Krosney wasn't brought back in for a cameo. Alexandra portrayed Kirsten Baxter over the course of the show's first season before being replaced by actress Amanda Fuller for the second. Amanda then went on to play the character for the rest of the show's run. But there are many diehard fans who still consider Alexandra the true Kirsten. Fans hoped that the producers would at least bring actress Alexandra Krosney back for some type of cameo, but they eventually decided against it. Other characters that were recast over the course of the show's run include Boyd Baxter and Mandy Baxter. Before we tell you more about the show, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Factsverse if you haven't already. Alexandra Krosney was recast early on. Many fans wondered why Alexandra Krosney ended up being replaced in the role of Kirsten Baxter after the first season. According to producers, they simply wanted to go with someone a little bit older for the role because they believed that would grant them increased story opportunities. The recasting of the character angered many fans who had started watching during the first season, and this outrage continued over the course of the show's run. It got to the point where actress Amanda Fuller, who was hired to replace Krosney, felt more hate from fans than love. Still, there were plenty of audience members who didn't start viewing the series until after the recasting and came to know the character of Kirsten first and foremost via Amanda's portrayal. Sadly, Last Man Standing isn't the only series Alexandra Krosney has been recast on. She was given a role on the series iZombie and then similarly recast. Not long after this, it seems the actress decided to call it quits on acting for good, with her not having appeared in an acting role since 2016. Another Last Man Standing character who was recast multiple times was the character of grandson Boyd Baxter. Boyd Baxter was the grandson of Tim Allen's Mike Baxter, and the character was recast twice over the course of the show's run. For the first season, a pair of young twins named Evan and Luke Krunchev played the character. After that, a young star named Flynn Morrison was hired to take on the role. It's Flynn that remains the most iconic of the several actors to have portrayed Boyd. though he was later replaced when the series jumped to Fox. At that point, a slightly older teenaged actor named Jet Juergensmeyer replaced Flynn. Once this happened, the character of Boyd began showing up a great deal less. As was the case with the character of Kirsten Baxter previously, the producers claimed they recast Boyd following the jump from ABC to Fox because they felt aging the character up might give them increased story opportunities. Another character who began showing up a lot less was Eve Baxter, who was played by actress Caitlin Dever over the course of the show's 9th season. Caitlin decided to work on the show less so she could work on other series around the time Last Man Standing changed networks. Why Eve Baxter was written off the show. When Caitlin decided to take a decreased role on Last Man Standing, the producers decided they didn't want to replace her in the role of Eve Baxter. Instead, the creative staff simply found a way to explain why Eve was absent most of the time. On the series, Eve went into the Air Force Academy, though Caitlin returned to reprise the role multiple times over the course of the show's final years. Caitlin returned a few times during the show's final season, making for some fan-pleasing moments. Another big fan-pleasing moment during the 9th season came when Tim Allen's character of Mike Baxter got to meet the character of Tim Taylor, whom Tim Allen had previously played on Home Improvement. Mandy Baxter was also recast after the network jump. During the ABC years, actress Molly Ephraim played Mandy. When the show jumped to Fox, actress Molly McCook replaced her in the role. As with Alexandra Krosney, many die-hard fans of the series expected to see Molly Ephraim pop up for some kind of cameo role during the show's final season. But the producers decided against bringing back either of the actresses, even though they claimed they thought about it. Despite this small grievance that some die-hard fans had, the show's finale ended up being a generally crowd-pleasing affair. Tim Allen is still working hard. 68-year-old Tim Allen is keeping busy in the wake of Last Man Standing's end. The actor has recently started up a new competition series on the History Channel alongside former Home Improvement co-star Richard Karn. Not only that, but it appears the conservative actor may have put his beef with Disney behind him after Last Man Standing's ABC cancellation. Despite Tim continuing to espouse his Republican beliefs, it appears Disney has asked him back to reprise the titular character in a new streaming program based on their film series, The Santa Claus. Now it's time to hear from you. Who is your favorite character from Last Man Standing? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content. By the way, if you haven't joined Facts First as a member yet, be sure to look below this video and click the join button. By becoming a paid member of Facts First, you'll get access to exclusive video content that you won't find anywhere else. This includes some of our more mature content that isn't suitable for public audiences, which includes topics like Hollywood actresses who posed for Playboy and some of the steamiest moments in movie history. Plus, you can enjoy these videos completely ad-free. Our biggest fans will notice they also get badges next to their name when they leave comments on our videos. We pay special attention to comments from our members, and so do other viewers. So if you want exclusive content from Facts First or inside access to discussions with other community members, click the join button to get started for just $4.99. There are hours of members-only videos waiting for you, with new videos added every month. And we're actively working on bringing even more features to help fans like you connect with other members and get more of your favorite content. Just click join, and we'll see you inside the membership tab.